San Francisco has seen many plagues in its lifetime. In recent memory, there was the AIDS epidemic, and long before that, there was Spanish smallpox that came over with colonizers and decimated the native population. At the turn of the last century, the Black Plague reached San Francisco. Now, it was rumored at the time to be appearing in ports along the west coast on ships coming in from China. In 1899, a ship from Hong Kong was quarantined on Angel Island. However, some rats escaped the ship and swam ashore, and shortly after, cases of the plague began popping up throughout the city. Now, this was a time of fear and terror in the city, and for some, it became a time of cruelty. There's actually a story of a girl in the Haight district with dementia who got the plague, and fearing for her life, her mother locked her in their home to die alone. Now, the neighbors could hear the girl screaming from the house, "He's killing me, he's killing me." But they thought her to be alone, so they did nothing. And later, when they returned to the house, they found the girl's body mutilated on her mother's bed. And that house, the Dickinson house, is haunted to this day by a violent spirit. Now, there were many efforts to rid the city of the plague, but some just caused more problems for the city. At the time, it was thought that the plague was airborne or spreading through the sewer system. So, health officials were instructed to pour gallons of boric acid through the sewer systems to sterilize them. But this did not have the desired effect. You see, thousands of rats came pouring out of the sewer system, pushing through manholes like the one that you're standing on right now. There were 122 deaths before San Francisco was able to use cleanup efforts to rid itself of the plague. That is, until 1906, when the Great Earthquake and Fire destroyed thousands of homes, but not just human homes, rat homes. So again, rats came pushing up to the surface, pushing through rubble onto the streets of San Francisco. Now, one rat family can produce 800 rats in 1 year. And at this time, after the earthquake, San Francisco had no sewage system, and many neighborhoods had no trash pickup. And so the rats were having a field day in the city. They ran the city. Now, luckily, city officials reacted quickly this time. And they knew this time also that the plague was being spread by fleas. And so they put a bounty on dead rats. And every morning, people would show up with buckets filled with dead rats. And soon after, the plague ended again. But just 10 years later, the Spanish flu hit San Francisco. Now, the Spanish flu killed millions worldwide. And in the 6 weeks it was here, according to some newspaper articles, San Francisco looked like a Venetian ball because people were walking around with veils and contraptions covering their mouths to protect themselves. And in the 6 weeks that the Spanish flu was here, of the 500,000 population, 3,000 died. Now, you never know when the next epidemic is going to pop up in San Francisco, or anywhere for that matter. So be sure to wash your hands.